Today, we join millions around the world in mourning the passing of His Holiness Pope Francis, who left us peacefully on Easter Monday. A shepherd to the faithful and a voice of compassion to the complex world, Pope Francis's legacy of humility, inclusion, and courage will be remembered for generations. His funeral is scheduled for this Saturday, and as the Vatican prepares to bid farewell, attention is slowly beginning to turn towards what comes next. So, how does the Catholic Church choose a new pope? It's a process rich in tradition, secrecy, and symbolism. And today, I'll take you behind the scenes of one of the most mysterious elections in the world, the Papal Conclave. The decision of who becomes the next pope rests with a very exclusive group, the cardinals of the Catholic Church. As of now, there are 252 cardinals, but only 135 of them are eligible to vote, those under the age of 80. These men are all appointed by a pope, many by Pope Francis himself, and they gather in Rome to begin the sacred process of selecting a new leader for the church. Traditionally, there's a 15-day mourning period following the Pope's death. However, that timeline can't shift. Pope Benedict, Francis's predecessor, changed the rules back in 2013 to allow the conclave to begin sooner if the cardinals agreed. So once that period of mourning concludes, the doors to the Sistine Chapel close and the world begins to wait. Now, once inside, the cardinals are completely cut off from the outside world. No phones, no newspapers, no internet, nothing to distract them from the task at hand. They stay nearby at the Casa Santa Marta, a guest house within the Vatican, while all voting takes place inside the Sistine Chapel beneath the breathtaking frescoes painted by Michelangelo. Now, each cardinal writes down the name of the person they believe should become the next pope. Yes, technically, they can even vote for themselves. To win, a candidate needs 2/3 of the majority in this case. 90 votes in particular. Sometimes that takes just a few rounds. Other times, as history has shown, it can take weeks, even months. Now here's the part where most people recognize: the smoke. After every round of voting, the ballots are burnt. If no one has been chosen, black smoke rises from the chapel's chimney. That means no pope yet. But when the smoke turns white, that's the moment the world knows a decision has been made. Shortly after, the newly chosen pope steps onto the balcony at St. Peter's Basilica and is introduced to the world with the iconic Latin phrase Habemus Papam, which means we have a pope. So technically, any baptized Roman Catholic man can become pope. But in reality, it's almost always one of the cardinals. Pope Francis made history in 2013 as the first pontiff from Latin America, a region that makes up nearly a third of the world's Catholic population. And while history shows that the majority of popes have come from Europe, especially Italy, many believe Francis's successor could come from outside Europe again, thanks in part to the global diversity that he brought to the College of Cardinals. So as Pope Francis's funeral procession will be taking place on Sunday, 15 days later, we can expect the announcement of the new pope. And that is how a pope is being elected for the Roman Catholic Church.